Comic book and anime conventions have been around for decades. And with an increase in popularity, Comic-Cons have morphed into not only featuring comic books, but also a pop culture lifestyle. Cosplay is short for costume play, and is a subculture in which people create costumes based on fictional characters and attend conventions dressed as those characters, just like this Doctor Who.
I'm a doctor too, let me see it.
Costumes are often elaborate designs that take months to prepare. Having this love of cosplay brings people together, often creating lasting friendship and a generally positive atmosphere. Parents that cosplay will even get the whole family involved, as seen in this little Navi. Over time, cosplay contests have become a staple of most conventions, with prizes ranging from $100 to thousands of dollars. But with all this pomp and circumstance, you might wonder, why do people cosplay?
I don't know, for me personally, cosplay makes me feel more comfortable with myself, and you can walk up to people and be like, hey, we have things in common! Yeah, it's awesome!
People write music to express themselves, some people paint pictures. I dress up and I wear the art on me. Just kind of escaping from reality for a day or two.
It's been a huge self-esteem thing for me, getting to wear something that people recognize, getting to feel more. It's funny because wearing a costume, doing something silly in public, I don't know, makes it somewhat easier to be more at ease in normal clothes. It's been an interesting thing for me with the Clark Kent thing with Superman. It's which one is the costume?
Part is just the bonding. You get to meet, I've met a lot of new friends from going to cons. So, that's my absolute favorite part of it.
It was sort of like a sense of freedom where I can just, be as happy and as excited as I want to be. And I don't feel any sort of pressure to act a certain way because I'm in a costume, I can do whatever I want, sort of thing. I've done Nightwing, who is... The first Robin went off on his own, Dick Grayson, and did his own thing and became his own superhero. And he's just an important character to me, so I wanted to represent him, but in my own way. So I did Nightwing, and then I've done Haruko from Fooly Cooly. I've done Videl from Dragon Ball Z, and I did a Big Sister from BioShock, which was incomplete, but I tried. I'm really proud of the helmet that I made, so I'm just gonna count that. But my first cosplay where I put forth effort into making, something my own that I really tried was the next year Otakon, and I was Nightwing, and that cosplay has taken me a year and a half, and it's taken me through a year and a half of cons, and it's sort of been my staple, and that's something that people recognize me, even if I'm not in a costume or in a completely different costume. People are like, hey, are you that Nightwing? And I'm like, oh yeah, I am. How did you know? And they're like, I see you everywhere. And I'm like, oh my god. So that's I guess that I would say that's my cosplay debut is in Otakon 2012.
Okay, and I just wanted to say that I loved her costume so much that even if I did ruin her life because of Nightwing, I know that Nightwing will live on, and I'm here making her a promise. 6 to 8 months it'll be okay, but right now, not so much. But I promise it'll be okay. I promise. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You have no idea. You've made my day so hard. But in the end, can we just all agree that we all will?
Yes. Yes. Even I will agree.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck with the rest of the show.
Going into an environment knowing that you're not going to be judged for what you like or who you are gives people the freedom to be who they want to be. I know for me, I was really shy growing up in middle school and high school. I always liked people. I always liked to talk to people. I was always friendly towards people, but I felt kind of ashamed of the things that I liked, and I felt like I could never really be myself, and I always had to kind of walk on eggshells and sort of never really be who I knew that I could because I was too shy and embarrassed, and I just wasn't confident. I had no self-esteem whatsoever. And then I was finally able to go to my first con, and even in a crappy Chic Ghost, people were like really cool to me and really friendly, and I made so many friends there, and I found this sort of community that I was always searching for. It really like opened me up and took me into the direction that I knew that I could go in terms of like interacting with other human beings, because I couldn't do that for a long time. I had a huge passion for Halloween, and my first Halloween, and I was Tinkerbell, and I was pretty damn committed to trick-or-treating. And ever since then, I just really, really liked dressing up in costumes, and every year I'd do something different and be someone else. It was just always so much fun to just be in a costume, be so completely different from who I am. I know how to work with a deadline. That's important, because after many times of finishing cosplays hours before I had to leave, it gave me a realization of how bad procrastination is. I had a guitar that I ordered, is $50, and I had intended to make it look like the bass guitar in the anime Fooly Cooly, because the voice actress was going to be at Anime USA, and I wanted to get her to sign it. So I was really excited to have, to do that. And so I had to sand the guitar, which I did the night before. I had to sand it, prime it, spray paint it, wait for it to dry, spray paint it, and all in all that took about 7 hours. And it was completely dry by the skin of my teeth before I had to leave and go on the metro to go to the actual con.
Hi, look at your costume! It's so awesome! It's all falling apart and everything, but I just had to commit and just deal with it.
I love it, and I'm really hoping that we get a picture or something together. So what's your name?
I'm Noreen.
Noreen? Yes.
Hi. Nice to actually see you. Oh my god,
I don't think there's really an age where there's a cutoff point for who can dress up and who goes to these things, because you see so many different people there, and it's so diverse, and just everyone's there to have a good time and enjoy themselves and indulge in their hobbies, whether it be anime, comics, movies, video games, whatever. It's just people of all ages having a wicked weekend.